Have you heard the cliche, a goal without a plan is just a dream? Well, we all have the goal of doing well in college. We know that. But the essential question is, how do we make a plan that helps us succeed? The foundation of the semester often relies upon good planning. And the first few weeks of college can be overwhelming. At first, there may not seem like much to do because we're getting to know each other, we're learning about how the course works, and then we just jump right into the first chapter of whatever class we're in. Therefore, we might not even feel the pressure to prepare for what's in store later in the semester, whether it's a bunch of chapter tests, projects, essays, or even exit tickets. Cincinnati State students come from all walks of life, and no two students have the exact same life experience. We're different ages, have different responsibilities, had different high school experiences, served in the military, among other differences. Therefore, no two students will approach college the exact same way. But what we do have in common is the need for a plan. The question is, what's the right study plan for me? That's the essential question that we hope you explore as you put together your first exit ticket on the roadmap to success. And we hope the topics we covered in this module will help you get off to a good start. Getting used to the college environment can be overwhelming, especially with all the technology and different tools that are required. But let's start breaking down our first exit ticket, the study plan. Again, there's a lot of cliches out there like goals without plans are just dreams. And the obvious point is that the foundation for effective goal setting is to clearly define our goals in writing, but it's much more than that. We have to create and follow the steps to achieve those goals and implement strategies to help keep us motivated along the way. So again, the central question of Module 1 encourages us to determine what habits and skills we need to create a study plan that sets us up for success. The exit ticket you create will contain 3 parts. It will contain a weekly schedule that incorporates the time you need for your personal life, work responsibilities, and your academic needs. The second part is incorporating your personal learning style and strategies from your True Value Learning and Productivity Assessment. Here you'll learn about some environmental factors that might benefit your study habits. And finally, you'll create an accountability statement to help push you through those times when you feel like giving up. We want to start by looking at samples of what the study plans look like. Again, all study plans contain 3 parts. They contain an accountability statement, a schedule, and an attention to the environmental factors for their study space. So as you go through each of the sample student study plans, make sure that you note those 3 parts are consistent. This video will be located here in case you want to watch it again to help you complete your exit ticket. The first 2 parts are articles about the importance of the study plan. We don't expect you to read every one of these. We just want you to choose what sticks out to you, and you might want to take some notes on that. Again, part 2 is what makes a good study schedule. Again, we do not expect you to read and watch everything here. Just pick what sticks out to you and take some notes about how, and you might be able to apply some of that information later. So here we get to the steps. The first step is to build your weekly study schedule. So there's 4 parts to building your study schedule. And in part 1, you're just going to watch or read a article or video that talks about some of the things that you might want to keep in mind. Part 2 talks about the hours that you spend out of class. So again, the formula that we're suggesting that you use is for every 1 credit hour you take, we suggest scheduling at least 2 to 3 credit hours per 1 credit hour, and you'll read about why here. Part 3 provides an excellent tool to help you see what it looks like to manage your time based on your new study schedule. So 168 hours in a week, and you enter your credit hours that you're taking. Say you're taking 12 credit hours, then the formula suggests that you study 36, so it does it for you. So you can use this tool to help you with your study schedule. It's not a requirement. You don't have to save or submit it. Just use it to help you create your schedule. And part 4 is where you do create your schedule, and you can create this in a Word file. It's completely okay. You can create it in an Outlook file and take a picture of it and send it to us. It's fine. We just want to see that you are able to schedule the number of hours that were suggested. So you'll create your study schedule and save that because you'll submit it later. And in step 2, we return to the environmental factors affecting your study performance, and we get that from the Learning and Productivity Assessment. So you'll log into or access your saved results from the Learning and Productivity Assessment, and you will just look at the environmental preferences. And based on that, when you open each one of these, it'll give you some suggestions about what you should do in order to meet these environmental preferences. So we hope you customize your ideal learning environment based on your own personal preferences here in part 2. And step 3 is our accountability statement. So we offer a lot of information about the importance of accountability. And again, most of us already deal with enormous responsibilities. We take accountability, but college is a choice. And it's not always to meet the demands or stay motivated. It's not always easy to meet the demands of that or stay motivated through this long process. So therefore, this is just about creating an impactful statement that you can use to help grit out some of the more difficult parts of that experience. So these are reflection questions. You do not need to turn these in. They're just to help you come up with your accountability statement. Again, all of this information here is just for your reading pleasure and viewing pleasure. Whatever you need out of it, take out of it is up to you. Okay, and then last but not least is you're putting all the information together. Now, we recommend that you check out the Word templates first because it's easy to input all the information from your study plan in here. For example, your environmental preferences and your accountability statement. So that's the basic template form of it, and you can certainly make that study plan look like any of the ones that you see here. We just recommend using the template as the nuts and bolts of your study plan so that you don't miss any of the important parts of it. So again, once you have all of the parts of your study plan, it's up to you how you want to combine that or present that to us. And so here are some tools, some popular tools that you can use. Again, if you're not familiar with these and don't want to use them, please don't feel pressure to do that. Again, you have a Word template here that can be used. But also don't be afraid to use these tools. We have in our technology help on Blackboard, we have information about all of these tools. So make sure that you check them out. Okay, so once you have created your personal study plan, you've put it all together, now you're ready to submit it. So this is the submission link. This is a discussion board post. You're going to be submitting your exit tickets to the discussion board. And so I want you to note, though, there is more to the thread here than just posting your study plan. So there are 3 prompts here, and the third one is to actually attach your study plan. But the first 2 prompts here, we want you to discuss one skill or concept or strategy from the chapter content or one of the resources in any of the topic folders that had an impact on you. And then find an article or a video that connects to this same concept, skill, or strategy. So you might go out and find your own article or video about study plans and attach that for us and share that with your classmates. So when you're ready, you'll click on the link. You'll create the thread. The information will show up here. Put your name. And then you'll answer the questions here. So you want to answer the questions here. And then you will attach your study plan accordingly and hit submit. And that is exit ticket 1.